You see Barkey, or rather Dickinson, then he slides it to Barkey. Barkey gets it to McHugh at the corner of the crease, and through the legs it goes. And by goaltender Nick Sarnia.
2 to go here in the first period. Lomanak on George. Little 3-on-2 battle down low. The Sting come away with it. Lomanak sends it to the line. Schneider was off balance, then got tangled up with the linesman. Chance here for the Knights. Barkey and Sim. Barkey waiting, cuts to the inside and deflected wide of the net. Schneider hands it off for Jacob LeBlanc. Like that. That was Jacob. Dickinson. Alec Leonard settles it down. Then Sarnia not able to slow it down behind the net. Leonard hit by Hall. Look out, Cooper Way throws the body into Nickel. Cross ice feet in front of the net. Big stop there by Sarnia off the stick of Barkey. Now another chance knocked down by Sarnia. As the Knights getting their chances here. Doucette taken into the boards by Nickel as he dumps it into the zone. Hall rides Dickinson into the corner. Get a good look there as Hall drops the shoulder, but the Knights, Nickel plays it off the boards. Gazizov bumped by Fisher. The Sting keep it in the zone. Here's Tyson Doucette wide of the net. Goes back to the blue line. Hurt stops at 20 seconds to go in the period. Hall looking to center. Cooper Way was parked out in front of the net. Here's Hurt. Into the traffic knockdown before it got through to goaltender Simpson. Way spins and shoots wide of the net. Gazizov looks around. The final seconds here of the period. Schwint gives him a bump, but time will tick down in the opening 20.
Here we've got a second period yet to come. London leads it 2-1. McHugh scoring twice. Ryan Brown for the Sting.
It's that time of year I have to remember what day of the week it actually is.
I know.
It's the 27th, it's the 28th, it's the 29th. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm not sure. Barkey and Carson Hall battle there. Sent towards the blue set off his stick, trying to go through the middle. Edward cuts him off. Doucette. Chipped out by the Knights. Barkey gets an accidental high stick as Gazizov comes in. Barkey goes to the bench and see if he gets any repairs, but looks like he's all good to go.
2 assists as he slides this one through, and then Sarnia able to take that off the left pad and hold on.
How about that pass by Dickinson? Put it right between the legs. He got a piece of the Sarnia player, but a seeing eye pass. Now Barkey's shot deflected into the corner. Dickinson for Barkey. Barkey. Shot knocked down. Where is it? It's just at the edge of the crease. Scooped up again by Dickinson. Dickinson knocked down by Jacob LeBlanc. Pushed towards the line and out. Doucette coming away here shorthanded for Sarnia. Doucette broken up by Barkey. Dickinson. Dickinson waits for the reinforcement. Sets up on this power play. Cross ice again into that same corner. Julian back up top for Dickinson. Gazizov. Knights going for that cross ice feed down towards Julian. Barkey. Dickinson. Now opens it up to Gazizov. Down low for O'Reilly. His chance. Sarnia makes a stop bouncing there with LeBlanc on him. Back up top to Barkey. Barkey looks for a lane. It's knocked down. Barkey. Gazizov with a shot. Sarnia another stop. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Barkey knocked down in the corner. Gazizov keeps it in. The Sting looking to push it back out, but Barkey right there. Barkey. Back up top, Gazizov. Dickinson wanted the one-timer, but is in his skate. Now he lets the shot go. Sarnia got a piece of it. It went airborne. Julian moves it around here to Barkey. Barkey. Dickinson sets up. Time ticking down on the power play. Blocked there by Doucette. It comes out, and Fisher is back on the ice. Sting making a change. Knights trying to catch him on the change. Barkey breaks in, center in front of the net. Big stop there by Sarnia as he denies Edward, and Edward's throwing haymakers with the left hand. Barr for LeBlanc. Wainwright. Barr, shot. Traffic in front of the net. Simpson had to adjust to it. Back over here to Andrew LeBlanc. Sting continue here on the power play. Jacob LeBlanc has to go past his stick. Barkey on it. Here's Barkey. He's shorthanded again. Barkey taken down, and it's in. It bounced over. Now out comes Hall. Dumps it in. Simpson will set it up behind the net. Moves it on the near side. The Knights trying to move it out of their own zone. Julian. Gazisov with a chance. Gazisov trying to center in front of the net. Leonard got tied up, and as he did, the Sting are going to be guilty of a penalty here. Gazisov hands it off to Dickinson. Barkey. Here's Gazisov setting it up inside the zone. Hands it off to Barkey. Filak battles with O'Reilly. Little backhand pass. Julian now trying to center. Dickinson drops it off to Gazisov. They keep it onside. Barkey drops it back to Gazisov. Gazisov with a chance, blocker down by Serzicha. Dickinson back in front. O'Reilly tried to catch Serzicha on the short side. Dickinson with a chance. That goes wide of the net and goes all the way down the ice. Sting make a change. 50 seconds to go. Cooper Way in the box for Sarnia. Barkey, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sarnia players. That's 2. Duncan Schneider clears it to the blue line, stopped by Barkey. 5-on-3 for the Knights. Gazisov down into O'Reilly. Gazisov gives to Barkey, back to Gazisov. They work it around, scores. Pretty little play finished off by Sam O'Reilly. He has his 9th goal of the season. The Knights score on the 2-man advantage.
Yeah, you can't drop. This game is dating back to before the break.
The rookie scoring leader in the Ontario Hockey League.
Yeah, 5 points better than Kitchener's Tanner Lamb going into tonight's game.
Knights still on the power play. Played around the boards by Fisher and cleared. It's one of those cardinal sins by the Sting. Already shorthanded, then take a too many men call. Giving the Knights a 5-on-3. Now Gazisov tries to break in. Set plays it off the boards and clears it. Dickinson sets up. Knights get some fresh legs on the ice. Dickinson sends it to the right wing. Now Barkey drops it in the middle for George. Isaiah George, that's offside. McHugh did not hold the skate at the blue line, and the play. Hands it back to Barkey. Barkey trying to get around Filak, rolls out in front of the net, and scooped up by Young. The Sting break out here shorthanded. Cooper Way stopped at the blue line by George. Young just calmly lifts it into the zone. This is the Knights team with 2 players on Team Canada this year. Could they have 4 next year? Mitch Young. Puck rolled on him a little bit. Barkey tries to cut it off at the penalty boxes. Barkey, Doherty, Young all in there. Dumped back in by the Knights. Gazisov gets there first. Gazisov just dumps it down low. Barkey looks to retrieve it. Played away by Sikic. Jenkins shot. Blocked in front by Young. Young will calmly lift it down the ice. Is it on goal? It's wide, therefore it's icing against Sarnia.
So 4 home games in about 7 or 8 days in downtown London. So a busy spot.
And it feels weird that London and Sarnia are going to play December 31st and not against each other.
Yeah, 31st, though. London plays against Flint, and the Sting plays Spitfires in Windsor.
Here's Gazizov. It's like you kind of went to the dance, but then went with somebody else.
That's right.
Just kind of feels strange. The schedule makers kept the home and home, but changed it up a little bit. Sikic trying to chip it past Barkey. Sikic still trying to follow up. Jenkins slowed him down a little bit. Behind the net, Sikic not able to hold on to it as Barkey came back after it. Up high, Hall couldn't grab it. Stepping up, here's Julian. Tries to play it off the boards, back to himself, and just broke up at the last moment. A set play there as Julian try and get it back to himself. Now the Sting follow up, and Tyson Doucette goes hard into the end boards, and he's slow to get up. Isaiah George took him into the boards, and Carson Hall not impressed with that, as Hall has a word for George.
Doucette being tended to in back of goaltender Michael Simpson. Simpson had made a real nice save just prior to that, and then Doucette was ridden into the back of the boards.
Tyson Doucette back to Hall, tipped it there just wide of the net. Nice little deflection. Simpson right there for the Knights. Hall lined up by Edward. Hall able to absorb that hit. Doucette tied up by Leonard. Hall comes over. Now Edward pushes it up to Gazizov. Here's Barkey. He's got 4 points on the night. Barkey centering it there, looking for Gazizov. It's broken up. Sent down the ice by the Sting. I made a donation. Congratulations to the winner. You got a little bit of my money. Wainwright. Off the stick of Brown. Look out. Wow.
Hey, not anything but the
Barkey. Broken up by Brown. Here's Julian now. Moves it over to Gazizov. Gazizov trying to get around Hurt. Gazizov. Julian lets the shot go. And Fisher blocked it. Down low, Barkey. Ducks under the hit of Hurt. Julian thrown out of the draw as one of the Knights encroached. Here's George into the middle. Julian shot steered away by goaltender Serzicha. Gazizov looking to center, comes back out here to George. Barkey tried to spring George, who cut in off the point. Houston Hurt feeds way at center ice. Hall had it bounce away from him. Jenkins goes after it. The Knights rolling 4 lines here, up by 3 to try and have some fresher legs for tomorrow night's game on home ice. Now a race for it here. Barkey and Hurt. Barkey wins the race. No icing as Hurt rides him into the end boards. Gazizov. Dickinson calmly plays it back behind the net. Gazizov set. All this happening with now 6:45 to go. Felak drops it to nobody, and Barkey clears it out. Gazizov shorthanded. The Knights dangerous. Shorthanded, they do it again. Ruslan Gazizov, another London shorthanded goal.
13:27, the time of this.
And what's now a 6-2 game. 3 shorthanded goals by the London Knights. Brown back out there after the slew foot. Barr hands it off to Young. Edward The big whack at Cooper Way. Barr. Shot knocked down and held onto by Simpson.